Coach, you played here at Hamburg. You were an assistant coach. How does it feel to be back now as the head coach?
I mean, it's something you kind of think about when you're here as a player and coming back as a coach. Never thought I'd be back here again, back home. I never moved away from the area. My family, I'm raising my kids here. They're in the youth program here. So to actually be back here where it all started, it's awesome.
In addition to being an alumni, what are some of the things that made this position attractive to you?
I mean, I never moved away from here. So being close to home the last few years at Chestnut Hill, I've been driving to Philadelphia. So the closeness to my house is great. I can be around my kids more. Like I said, they are in the youth program and I was missing too much. I was not sleeping at night and trying to be here for their stuff on Saturday mornings. It was tough. So now I can be around more for them as they're coming up through the program.
I imagine you've saved a little bit of money on gas.
A lot of money and tolls. And my wife's much happier now.
It's nice to step into a spot where you have a 3-year starter at quarterback. What have you seen from Xander so far?
I mean, Xander was a hard worker all summer. I mean, we're putting in a new offense, and he spent a lot of time learning what we're doing now in the classroom and on the field. I call him a coach on the field. He's moving guys around, directing them before we even get a chance to yell. And that's what we need out of our quarterback. I tell him, we're not there on a Friday night, and you're the guy. So this is what we need out of the guy running the offense behind the ball. So I love it.
You mentioned new offense. Mm-hmm. Can we expect the Hawks to put the ball up in the air a lot more this year?
Yeah, I mean, even way back when I played here under Rick Keeley, we were wing T, so it's been around for a while. So we're going to spread the field and be aggressive. It's going to be definitely different Hawk Hill this year.
Have you ever seen Coach Keeley have a bad day?
Listen, Coach Keeley's always smiling. He's a great guy, and he's always happy. I don't know how he does it, but I love it.
Deani Ruiz has moved on. Who are some of the other skill position players that you're counting on this year?
We're lucky. We have a lot of great skill guys. We have, I say his brother, Derek Ruiz, has been doing a great job here in camp. I think the whole Ruiz family is pretty athletic, and he's gifted in those aspects. But we have Pierce Mason back this year. He did a great job last year. He's been a leader so far here in camp, and I'm excited to have him. And Aiden Redinger, that name pops up a lot. Yeah. He is very, very athletic. He's been from youth on up, so I'm excited to see what he can do on a Friday night too. He's been looking really good in camp.
I remember the Wyomissing game last year, and I think Charles Shepard had to pay rent because he was living in the backfield, and yes. They had a lot of trouble blocking him. Mm-hmm. What are you expecting out of him up front this year?
I mean, first of all, Shep's a character, and I love it. Linemen are a different breed. I was a lineman when I played, and he just has that swag. He's a strong kid, and he's very aggressive. And I think his balance on the line is going to really do him well. He's aggressive coming up through the ball, and his feet are great. So I think it's going to be, building on last year, you're going to see a better Charles Shepard this year.
What are your thoughts on moving to the LL League? It seems like most of the coaches are in favor of it.
Mm-hmm. I think they did a great job with the league. They spread it up. We're spreading it up with the different levels and the different size schools. It makes it, I say, on a more equal playing field for each school. I'm excited because it's different, and not knowing all the teams in this league, it makes it exciting every week because we don't know what to expect. So this first year is going to be interesting rolling through.
You coached at the college level as well as the high school level. What is the difference, if there is one, from coaching high school players versus college players?
I mean, I love college coaching was great. High school players, coaching high school is a little bit harder because now the guys you got to make work. You're not out there recruiting every day, bringing in guys on by position. We have guys, and you got to do a better job game planning because you got to make what works for the guys you have. So I think there's a little bit more thinking involved in it. But again, being home here and being able to work with names I've seen, the kids I went to school with, and now unfortunately I'm coaching some of their kids. But it's exciting. I'm excited to be back here.
And what are some of the things that you feel like the team needs to improve on? The season's still a couple weeks away, but it's going to be here quick.
I'm huge on effort. So I mean, even when you got here, I'm yelling out there about giving 100% effort. I mean, if we give effort every play, we're going to be a whole different Hawk up here at Hawk Hill. So that's what I want us to be, the best Hawk team you see.
Do you think winning a district playoff game last year has kind of changed the mindset from the kids who are back?
I mean, they had a great year last year, and I want to keep building on that. And I think having success last year definitely puts them in a different mindset. I mean, it always does. When you start winning usually hopefully breeds winning. So I'm hoping that we can keep building on that, and it got them in the right mindset moving forward.
Last thing, what do you enjoy doing outside of football?
I spend a lot of time with my kids, hunting and fishing. So we do a lot of times camping, and we're in the woods a lot of time when I'm not on the football field.
What's the biggest fish you ever caught?
I would say we do some surf fishing, so I've caught some pretty big blues off the side of the beach. So,
You know how big?
listen, I couldn't tell you how big. I never carry a tape measure. I'm not that committed to it.
Nothing like Jaws?
Listen, I love sitting there and just enjoying the view more than catching the fish.
Well, appreciate your time and good luck this season.
I appreciate it.